So now that we have the double jump done, width charge, yeah, integration, baby. Now we're gonna do the variable speed system. This one's kind of nice, usable for certain applications, but I thought I would just throw it in anyway for those people who would need this sort of thing. And so we want to create one variable. Oh, actually, two variables. You see how I like to use little to no variables. So we create two variables, variable speed and max speed. So let's go here. Let's create a float, variable speed, and this will be a float, and call it category sprint. Or actually, not sprint. We call it variable speed. Wow. My spelling is epic. Alright. Another variable. And we're going to call this max speed. This will be in the same group. And so max speed is something you can define yourself. And this allows you to easily kind of flip through the values. One thing you want to keep in mind, it has to be a multiple of 150. So 150 times whatever amount is 1500. And I believe that's actually 6. So that's 150 times 6, 7. Oh, that was close. 7. Alright. And so that will scroll through just like this. Different speeds. Alright. And so let's go down here. We're going to create the first thing, and it will be scroll, actually middle mouse button. Actually, yeah, middle wheel down, actually. So let's delete that. Middle wheel. Okay, mouse wheel down. Mouse wheel up. Up, down, up, cancel. Branch. Now, so we want to check right here if the variable speed is over the maximum variable speed. So let's create the make a literal float. And it's going to be 150. And then we want to make sure that the variable speed, let's get this, is more than, and make sure this is above minimum speed. So the minimum speed will be 150. Now you can change this so that your minimum speed doesn't have to be 150, but this is just how I set it up. So we check that in the first branch, and then we decrease the variable speed, and then we set that to the max speed. So let's do this. Minus. I'm pretty sure it's not a minus. Dude. Try that here. I'm gonna do branch. Check that here. Press. And then we want to do set variable speed. So let's set variable speed with the new variable speed, and then we want to set max speed. So we got to get character movement. Get character movement, and we want to set max walk speed. Maybe a fly speed for you, huh? It's scrollable fly speed. You could go real fast, real slow, real fast. Yeah. I'm gonna put variable speed to here, and that's it. Ladies and gentlemen. Let's do another branch. We want to make sure that this variable speed is not over, or we want to make sure this variable speed is less than max speed. because if it's equal to max speed, then it's the exact same. I would assume it's the exact same speed at that point. So listen, max speed, we're going to do branch, pick here, and then what we would do is exact opposite. We will plus float to this, and then we will set variable speed, true, pick here, and there. Let's check that, be sure, yeah. So add to increase the variable, that will decrease the variable. Now we will set the new variable, and then we'll set the max speed. And if you're wondering why I use this variable speed here, it's just so we can go up and down, and just, you don't want to set the max speed immediately. Well, actually, I might be able to get away with just using the max walk speed and editing that directly, but that's not fun. Alright, yeah, no fun? I don't like fun. Fun's bad. Let's do variable walk speed. Bam. And it's done. Yeah, that is done. Alright. Save that. Compile that. Yeah. It's official. It's official. Let's go in game. Test that. Reel that. Okay. Now, you may notice nothing's happening. So let's escape really quickly. What we want to do is, for those who want that, you see where it says variable speed in the construction script? Let's do that here, just because that's what I do in the other tutorial. And let's get character movement because it's context friendly, and we can't get set max walk speed without it. And we want to get variable speed, and we actually also want to set this to 150, and then max speed will be 1050. We didn't set that last time, that's why it's not working. Now this is optional, you don't have to do this, but yeah, always options, people, always options. Let's go again. So you notice my character's running quite fast. Like, I would be the turtle in this case. And so now you notice I'm running quite fast. I got knocked down once. Oh, you see that? What was that? I'm just stuck here now. You notice I can get to 0. This is weird. Let's escape. Alright, so let's go back and check some things. We want to minus variable speed from literal. So let's check and make sure we did that. See what we did here? We want to minus variable speed from make literal. We're going to check this just to be sure. You want to, oh well guys, addition does not matter. Let's go here. See how I can walk slow, speed up. Walk slow, speed up. Walk slow, speed up. Yeah, so I can tick once, tick again, tick a little more, tick a little more, tick a little more, and I'm variable run speed. So this might be helpful for maybe those more tactical games. You know, you get the run speed and the double jump. You got the charge jump, which you can use while running, keep in mind. And and yep, that's cool. Now you can easily modify it so that the character's not moving when you want to do the charge jump, because some people feel like maybe he shouldn't be able to charge jump while he's running. And I don't know if you've ever charged up to run and jump for anything, but it's quite natural to do that. It makes total logical sense. And so let's move on to the next system. Now we got sprint. Now you see we're covering a lot of different things. Next will be a wall jump, but let's do sprint system. So we got two new events. No, we got one event in here that we have to create, and which will be the tick. And you may know why we have the tick here for, and that's for the stamina. So here we have stamina decreasing. So here we have the stamina decreasing 25 a second and increasing at a higher rate of 25 stamina per second. And you know, it's more natural. You recover faster than you lose stamina, usually, in most cases. Anyway, let's do that. So the first thing we want to create is tick. So let's go here. I'm gonna right click, assign custom event. Oh, custom tick. Put that there. You drag this down here. The first thing it does is branch off, because it wants to check and make sure that the player is holding shift at that time. So let's go here, branch. We want to get the player controller, because the player controller manages the inputs of the player, and we want to do is key down. And this key we'll be looking for is left shift. Scroll down here, and you'll notice it under the F keys, left shift. Branch set in here, and by golly, we got ourselves a winner. Next we want to do if true, go to gate, and then we'll set the max walk speed. So if you're familiar, we have to get the character component and the character movement again, which is really the character component. So let's go gate, and then we want to do get character movement, and then we want to set max walk speed, and then okay, next we want to do branch. And so as the new speed is being updated to the walk speed, aka sprinting, and the stamina is more than 1 at that time, it will update the stamina. Alright, so let's do that. Let's actually, we want to create this value here, stamina, and so this will be our first variable. Actually, let's create the rest. Oh wait, there's not any other. Haha. You like that? Yeah, I like using less variables, least amount of variables. So stamina is the only variable we need for this. We don't need no boolean, so we don't need anything other than sweet lovin'. So sprint system, we just call it sprint, and that'll be it. And let's compile that, and we're going to set this default value to 100. And I'm getting an error somewhere because this guy is tripping. So he's complaining about this, and we're just going to rename this and call it tick1. Alright, jelly? Are you jelly? You're jelly because there's another person out there with your similar name. And now you see why up here is 2, because I create the next one, and I go back here and I'm like, okay, you're 2. And this is gonna save. Cool. Just give Unreal its time. Moment of silence. Alright, let's go back. And now let's check the stamina. If stamina is less than numero 0, which is right here. Oh, actually, if it's more than 0, is what we should do. Just delete. If it's more than 0, let's do a branch here, right after setting max walk speed, and of course we'll get that value next. And oh, actually, there's one other value you have to create is sprint speed. And And so yeah, we'll just create that after. We're going to do if true. Let's update the stamina. So let's create a new variable. I'm gonna call this sprint speed, and this would be the last variable for sprint, like these. Yeah, these are cool. Yeah, sprint speed will be, since the max speed is what, 1050, let's make this 1250. Yeah, that's real sprinting. And so we're gonna do sprint speed get, and we're gonna go and set this to max walk speed. And that's totally wrong, because what we should actually be doing is where it says variable run speed, set and use that, because variable run speed is essentially replacing max walk speed, and we want to be able to use that wherever. And so say in this case we change it. That is the reason I don't make this the value I use. I want to use it externally so that it can be replaced and then set again. And so same like I am doing here, we want to do select float, and it's going to choose between sprint speed and the variable run speed. So let's go to variable run speed, get this, and here, and here, and that's it. And this will be the walk speed. And what we want to do next is to simply update the stamina. And so we actually need to go back around, and here's how it's going to work. We're going to have left shift here, and left shift is going to open the floodgates, and then once you release, it's going to set the variable run speed back to the max walk speed. So let's go here and set max walk speed. Then we're going to get the variable run speed and just set that there, put that release. Easy as pie. Next we want to do is all this math down here. And you know, we really could just use delta seconds, but you know, why would I do that? Why would I have strings going all over the place? Because I'm cool. Let's actually do that. Oh no, you didn't see that. Multiply float, and we're gonna get 25. So actually we should do 20, and then next will be 25. So let's need that 20. Next will be 25, and we're gonna subtract this from the current stamina. So let's get stamina. And if you didn't notice already, I messed up. I'm going to go back over here, set the max walk speed to sprint max speed, just as I do here. So let's go back over here. Sorry for the jumping back, I just noticed that. And so this is going to be subtracting from the stamina, and this is going to be adding to the stamina. Now, usually this will be the smaller number, and so just as I do here, this will be subtracted from the smaller number. So let's do that. Stamina. There you go. Now, as I said before, of course, addition does not matter, and we're going to do select again. Now, what we want to do is, if variable speed does not equal max walk speed, meaning it's not being controlled by the variable run speed, that external source I'm talking about again, let's do variable walk speed not equal, and then let's get walk speed, and we're going to compare that. And we're going to do select float, and we're going to choose either do we subtract or do we add the stamina. Select float and go bam. So if they're not the same, we're subtracting. If they are the same, then we add, meaning they're not sprinter. And then we limit this to 0 to 100, so it doesn't ever go negative. So clap 0 to 100, and then we're going to add this to the stamina. So let's go set stamina, and after this it will be set. So from here, from the max walk speed, I'm going to check again, see that they have stamina, and then we're going to update the stamina, meaning we're going to subtract it. And even if it's false, we want to update it too. So to sequence, and one will again update the stamina, but the next will close the gates. And we want to do a check here. If they're not holding down the shift key, we still need the tick to continually update, or I should say, sorry about that, I should say to add stamina as they're resting. And so let's do this sequence, and we want to set the max walk speed to normal, and we want to continue to update the stamina. So just in case they didn't release, or there's any glitch, this catches any pitfalls. And there we go. And that is it. It looks like. Let's comment box this. See, I'm going to call this sprint system. Compile that, yo. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, play that. So you may wonder, like, can we just like sprint from like a crawl, like now? Yes, we can. You see that? Crazy. Now you're gonna notice we're gonna run out of speed sooner. And I just go back to that normal speed. So like he still has a running animation, but there's no clipping or jerking or any glitch of life. I noticed that when making this, but it's all in well. So let go, got some sprint speed, and it's gone. And so if you make that sprint wait a little bit longer, it might be more satisfying for the people. But yeah, that's it. There you go. You got sprint. Works well. Swell. Sweeney. Wow. It works Sweeney well. Swell. Sweeney well. Swell. Sweeney was swell. I don't know. That's it. I don't know why that happens. I'm just gonna put this back over here. Save. Now the next system we have to create is Waja. Now this is a mystery all on its own. It's never been taught. It's only been looked at. And ye the stars. Yeah. Alright, so we don't need this, of course, but you do need a wall run component. And I'm not entirely sure why I'm using this shell for the wall run, because I should be using the other shell, but that works. So for the wall run box, you may notice something unusual. Oh, I see why I used the wall. I see why I used the wall run box. Makes sense now. Because I just wanted to make it so you can only jump off the wall at a certain angle, like from the left, from the sides. So you could do that if you want to. I'm just gonna add a sphere component to the actor. Let's cancel that because I don't want to save anything. I just save all myself. Wait for that. Alright. Let's go to sphere component. Add that. And we're going to call this wall jump collision. You can call it detect. You can call it whatever you want. I call it sphere collision. I'm going to make this 96 in size. And so you can see this pretty much is a small reach from every angle outside. But there's also a reach on the ground, which is totally fine. I mean, if you really want to, you can do 89, which is a little higher. I mean, a little lower. His feet covers it. And I think that should be it. So 89, that's it. Let's go to collision. We want this to be a little different. We want to generate overlapping events, but let's go in here. We also want to go to custom, make it a no physics collision object pawn, and we want to overlap everything. Alright, so let's do that. Let's go to custom, no physics collision, object type pawn, overlap everything except that, and that's it. So we got the wall run component. Now, in order to add the events from this component, you have to go up here and see where it says events, add event. Want to look for begin overlap and end overlap. So I'm going to add begin, drag that over here, go back to components, go to wall jump, add event on end, drag that over here, and that'll be that. You want to go to graph, and this is where the fun begins. So now you may notice I'm using jump a lot. You're like, wow, I'll see continually using jump all across these integrations. Well, I can tell you that has a lot to do with checks. Conditions, conditions, conditions. And so let's check this out. And so we want to do get character movement, and we want to do is falling. Now, if you notice earlier, I did get mode. Right here, get movement mode. You can also do equal enum, and you can check if they're falling here, or if they're swimming or flying for that point. And yeah, but is falling happens to be an easy one. I think there's is swimming too. Swimming, yep. Is flying, yep. Just in case you want to switch on that, whatever the case. Got options. You got options. All right. So this will release the jump, and essentially, once you release the jump, it will enter the gate, exit the gate. If enable raw running is false, that's going to be for the raw running attribute, which we'll add in later. For now, we're just going to skip that. We also want to get an event on land event and launch the character. So let's do that. We're going to do gate, and then we're going to do event on land. So let's go here, gate. Sure. These are essentially open and close the gates. Once you do jump action on released, notice that I'm using release and not pressed. Now, using release but not pressed causes a minor delay, but there is a delay. So if that's something you don't want, you may want to consider other ways of doing it. But for me, this worked out well. Even in game styles such as UT4, this worked out well. And because anyone can hit the spacebar and release it immediately and jump. There's always a small jump. Anyway. So let's do event on landed. So after that, we want to do once, but do once, and we want to do launch character right after that. So launch character. Now we want to get the velocity of the current character, and then we want to multiply the z velocity at that time. So get velocity. We're going to break it. We want to make vector, and we want to multiply float 1.25. And to get the absolute value, and then we want to add that to z, which we clamp anyway. So we also want to overwrite x and y, because now that we got the velocity, overwriting it is entirely okay, at least for this, so that when you overwrite, you don't add onto it, you make this a new velocity. So you can change someone's velocity or zero it out immediately using this. So we do 400 to 600. Reality, it should be get jump velocity, and let's do that. That's what it should be. And I'm going to add that to launch velocity. And that's it. Compile this, save this, and this will be wall jump. I don't even want to put system anymore. This is wall jump. And this will be sprint. And this will be variable walk speed, like the rest. You don't need system, it's kind of implied. Compile. And that's it. So let's try out some wall jumps. Play. Alright, so clearly you can see I'm running slow. Speed up. So jump again. So jump again. Jump again. Jump again. Jump. No, okay, it's not working. Or is it working? I'm just confused myself. Okay, so let's go here and check and make sure. So is branch, jump. Close. Oh, right. Totally. Yep. My fault. Let's go to bind event, assign on event land. And this will be event land 2. Oh, wow. Let's go that way here. And we want to do wall jump and reset on that here. That's it. Yeah, that's what we forgot. I was freaking out. I talked about that the first time, and then I was just like, yo, no double jump, man. Oh, you see that, right? So look, 1, 2, so let's see, 1, 2, let's see how we do it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, you see that last jump? 1, 2, 3. Try to do it from here. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So yeah, the collision is considered a wall. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. There's 3 double jumps. Oh, there's 3 double jumps and a wall jump to use them together forever, always. Anyway, that's it. Let's go to the next system.